The Christmas cookies are ready. Leave them right here under the tree for
Santa or for CIBC Caribbean.
'Tis the season for dreams to come true. Whether it's a house, land, vehicle, or upgrading your home, CIBC Caribbean can support your dreams with the financing you need. Enjoy incredible cashback deals with mortgages and land loans. Plus, your approved loan gives you a chance to win up to US $5,000. Apply now at www.cibccaribbean.com/sweeten the season. Terms and conditions apply.
You could win more with the Mega Ball. Pick 3 and pick 4, you could get it all.
Yes, playing Pick 3 and Pick 4 with the Caribbean Lottery just got more rewarding. For just an extra $1, increase your winnings by $1,000 with Pick 3 and $10,000 with Pick 4 when you play the Mega Ball.
You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? Then get on the ball.
Play Pick 3 and Pick 4 with Mega Ball at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 and over to play.
Good morning to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, the regional and international diaspora. It's just about 1 minute after the hour of 8. Welcome to today's edition of Island Tea. I know it's Pink Friday. I see town being painted in pink. That's a nice thing to see. Yesterday I had a cancer survivor tell me it's nice to see people supporting the cause, because she saw the pin on my shirt at work yesterday. And it was also nice for me to meet somebody that would have fought the disease, beat the disease, and is still around enjoying life. So thank you for the support for persons who we know are going through it at this time, and for those who would have beaten the disease. Let's continue to support in whatever way we can, be it monetary, be it keeping the awareness of this disease alive, not only in October, but all year round, because that's not the only month that it shows up in. And remember, we not only support the women, but we also support the men that may have this disease as well. We are on your FM dial at 98.9. We are being simulcast on TVC Channel 40, Facebook, as well as YouTube. Just to remind you, our local number is 466-0989. In the U.S., 1305-921-4619 or 1-718-285-6984. In the UK, 0333-440-065. So if you wish to join in on the conversation or bring something pressing to the fore, feel free to call us here at Island Tea. Quint, good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing good, thanks. And we mentioned the UK in the last thing I said, and I see Prince Andrew, the third child of the late Queen Elizabeth. He will lose his titles, and he basically have to move off the estate that he's on and go somewhere else where his brother will fund his expenses, because I guess he won't be doing any type of work that will warrant him getting paid.
Is that something to do with the Epstein?
The Epstein scandal, yeah.
I think I heard about it.
Yeah, but he continues to claim his innocence, but still I noticed that he had paid the young lady. She has since taken her life, may her soul rest in peace, by suicide. I know it's may not be something easy for her to have gone through.
Well,
And
it would have been harder for her after she accused certain people, because there are those in high places who would have been coming at her, threatening her, all those kind of stuff. So compound that with what she had already been through, man, it must have been hard.
yeah, but he says he didn't pay, he didn't do anything. Why still pay somebody? Because according to the figures that I seen, well, it's widely reported and quote to be in the millions of pounds, so estimated to be around 12 million to 16 million.
And it is because of things like those why he have to vacate the title that he has, because they don't want the family name to be tarnished, you see, so he can't be holding any official status with that over his head.
Why?
But as you said, the brother is still going to finance his
Yeah,
expenses.
his
and
mommy
that
really
kind of
gone, huh?
stuff.
As they said, his mommy even helped him, allegedly paid some of the settlement, and he had to sell his chalet over there, his ski chalet, to pay off the agreement that he had out of court. But if I didn't do anything, why am I paying anybody? Because that makes me look guilty. And then now,
Well, yeah, but you say one, you say two, because I remember when Michael Jackson was alive, he paid for one of those cases, and everybody associated that he was guilty, and when other people came after and accused him, that is why he tried to fight it in court. So sometimes when you're a star, because you don't want to go through all the hoopla and all of the charade and, you know, the negativity, because the lawyer who defended Michael Jackson in the end and won, he spoke posthumously after Michael Jackson had died, and he said Michael Jackson had been informed, advised by his prior lawyer that he should, you know, drop the case, and it backfired against him. So this time he went through and he won. And there are a lot of people who say Michael Jackson was a pedophile and blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but me within myself, I don't think he was, right? I don't think he was, because to now you haven't heard anyone who has. There have been a lot of other individuals throughout history who these things have been said about them, and even after they die, people come out and say they had a relationship with them, blah, 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 blah. You haven't heard that about Michael Jackson. And when you speak to people who was around Michael Jackson, the people who should know, they say he really loved women. He would go up. This lady who died, she was one of them who said that to the public. What's her name? A white lady. She was an actor. She had done the role of Cleopatra. I can't remember her name, but people would know. Hello, good day, caller.
Good morning to everybody.
Yeah,
Good morning, Hortensia. Good morning, Quinn.
Well, Greg, before you go on, let me apologize to Hortensia for kind of, you know, roughing her up yesterday in terms of of the history and that kind of stuff, you know. So my apologies, my co-host. It's just that I'm passionate when I'm speaking about things to do with history, you know.
okay, all right.
And Greg, you remember that guy who called in yesterday, and he was adamant that he was wrong, and he proved me wrong, and you remember?
Yes, and I replied to him as well. Yes.
Well, he was. I was prepared to give him the benefit of a doubt, but because when I sit here and I speak, I don't have any notes in front of me. I'm going from what I've known before, what I've studied or learned before. So I can't always defend everything precisely. But I did. I went back into my notes, and I'm going to read some of them, and you're going to realize that he was completely wrong, because yes, the Ukraine was a part of Russia, so much a part of Russia that Russia had conquered them, and they got their independence from Russia.
Hold on, Quint. Was a part of Russia or a part of the USSR? Because people like to make a distinction.
Well, that is where I would have given him a sort of a, leeway. That is why I said I would have given him the benefit of a doubt. But no, I'm gonna read something that I got, because I did my research, and remember, when I get here, I speak from things that I know. right? Okay, hear this.
Yes.
I'm gonna let me see if I can scroll it just a bit.
And while you're doing that, it seemed to me, my memory might be serving me wrong, but it seemed to me even when it was the USSR, it seemed to me people used to still call it Russia.
Yeah, when it was the USSR, the capital of the USSR was Russia. No, not Russia. No, the capital was what's Russia's capital? What is Russia's capital?
It's not coming.
Moscow.
Moscow.
Yeah.
Moscow, yeah.
The capital of the USSR was Moscow.
Was Russia.
Because was
Yes,
Moscow. Was Moscow.
Yes, Moscow.
Yeah.
But Moscow is in Russia.
Yes. So that tells you, because Russia is the biggest state was the biggest state in the Union, in the unified bodies, and they were the ones who initiated the start of the USSR.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. But
Because they went and conquered the other areas around.
that's it, right? Let me see here. Century. From the late 18th century, after the partitions of Poland, much of what is now Ukraine was absorbed into the Russian Empire.
Yes.
After the Russian revolt in 1917, Ukraine experienced a brief period of independence before conquest by the Red Army. You understand? So that is clear.
Yes.
In December 1991, in a December 1991 referendum, over 90% of the Ukrainians voted in favor of independence, confirming the country's separate nationhood. Russia officially recognized Ukraine's independence shortly after, on December the 5th, 1991. So it's clear.
Mm-hmm.
It's clear.
What the gentleman has mistaken me for saying, yes, he did mistake me for saying that the Donbass was not part of the Ukraine, which I did not say.
Which you corrected, yes.
Which I had to correct.
Yes.
But I also had to let you know the reason why at least Zelensky was bombing the Donbass is because it was heavily populated by ethnic Russians.
Yes. And he was doing that because if you go back in history, when the Russians conquered them and incorporated them into Russia, the Russian did them some bad things too, you know, right?
Yes, of course.
So it's a tit for tat.
Did them some bad things, yes.
Yeah, it's a tit for tat. Yeah, but
Yes.
the way he sounded, you know, and this is why I say to people, it frustrates me when people come and he was so aggressive, so forceful, sounding so confident, and then to be completely
intellectually dishonest.
Yeah, and then you wind up being completely wrong. I mean, come on.
But I'm seeing something here that, and it's from Google. It says, yes, Russia was the largest republic within the Soviet Union, which was a federation of 15 republics that existed from 1922 until its dissolution in 1991. While Russia was the most dominated republic and its capital, Moscow, was the capital of the USSR, it was one of the many constituent republics that made up the whole country. So the other countries were Ukraine, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and others. That's what this is saying to me here.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, wasn't it Ukraine, I might be wrong, but wasn't it Ukraine that either Stalin or Lenin caused a massive famine in?
That is why they are going back at the. That is what I was speaking about when I was speaking for the tit for tat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a man-made famine. I mean, you know.
A terrible famine.
I mean,
So Ukraine caused the famine? That's what you're saying?
No, Russia, you know, yeah.
Yes. So yeah. But anyhow, concerning something else though. The SSD that I mentioned something about it yesterday. What I said, it seemed to me in a lot of these talk, okay? It seemed to me that we were skipping something that we did not know until we just recently learned it.
Yes.
That the people have already acquired 1,700 acres of land, okay? And they only need about maybe somewhere around 600 more. No. I've said, well, basically, they've gotten the vast majority of what they wanted. So even with that, they could start whatever they wanted.
I don't think so. I don't think so because you see, here's the thing, and this is why we're unclear from Mark's perspective because Mark does not speak clearly. But if you listen to Mark in his most recent press conference, he consistently repeats that everything is not done. He keeps saying it all the time. We've not come to a conclusion. We've not signed off on anything. So my thing is, a contract can only begin when you are finished with and everyone has signed off on it. No matter what, you could have 99% of everything in place, but until everyone signs off on it, it is not a contract.
But what wasn't, because I didn't hear him say, but from what I heard on your program, is he the one who said they already have 1,700 acres, right?
No, his other one of the other
Minister
ministers.
Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it Mark?
Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nothing is signed though, Greg. Because he says nothing is signed. They'll have to go to Parliament to sign that.
Yeah.
So
to ratify.
So then if nothing is signed, how could he say they already have 1,700 acres if nothing is signed?
Because
well, it
maybe
would
they
seem
do have 17.
it would seem that this is why I keep telling people, and especially the Nevision people, you can stop this thing. If they don't get, if all they want is to get the amount of land that they want, if they get the amount of land that they want, then the deal can be concluded. And when the deal is concluded and they own the land, you can't do anything about it. But as long as the deal is not concluded because they still need X amount to finish the deal, then the deal can't go through. And if the deal can't go through, what I feel will happen is that because the deal fell, all of those who sold their land or who thought they sold their land, you're going to get back your land. You're going to have to get back your land.
Right. So who owned the land? So are the lands in limbo? Nobody owned them at the moment?
It would seem
10, apparently they said 10 private persons.
It would seem that some of the developers own the land presently. But what I'm saying, until the deal is cemented, concluded, it cannot be signed off on. For instance, it's like this. I want 10 acres of land to put a fishing farm, right? I have 7. I need 3 more. I'm not going to sign off on the deal until I get that extra 3 because all of the planning went into getting that 10 acres. So for the time being, I still own 7 acres. But if the deal falls through, I'm going to have to give back the 7 acres because I don't have the amount of land I need to do this fish farm. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, yes, I understand what you're saying. Yes, I do understand what you're saying.
But still, Greg, we can't be clear because Mark doesn't speak in definitive terms. He's very vague. One thing,
obviously he lies to me.
Well, I'm not going to...
You know something?
Yeah.
I used to be on Facebook, but I have problem in accessing it now because of a son issue. I have a problem in accessing it now. But when I used to be on Facebook, okay, and I used to follow Obi, Everton Powell, that is.
Yes.
I used to continually hear him speaking very negatively against Mark. And I used to say to myself, man, this is a personal issue between Obi and Mark. This is a personal issue.
Yeah.
I can't believe the man's so bad how Obi I said.
Well,
only to be learning now that Obi is very correct.
I'm sure you've heard me say on a number of occasions in the early part of Mark's career, I was one who was in his corner. I wished him all the best.
That's what Obi said too. That's what something Obi said.
I wished him all the best, but you can't keep failing and I'm going to keep supporting you. I mean, come on. I'm a rational being.
Obi said too. That's what Everton Powell said.
Yeah.
But I used to think at the time, because I never used to follow it up. But only since this land thing, I come into better know Mark. And Curtis used to say basically the same thing to Curtis.
Crook.
Forget his surname. Curtis Cook used to say the same thing.
He says it all the time.
But I used to say, man, they're exaggerating the whole thing. The man ain't so bad.
when
Only
Mark
to learn more about him that I'm really becoming more disillusioned with him.
when Mark came down here and had his meeting at the Greenlands Park, I was one in the crowd. I supported him. I was one who said, "Yeah, go sheriff." You know what I'm saying? But man, after time, I mean, come on. What the old saying? You fool me once, shame on you. You know, you fool me twice. You're gonna fool me 3 and 4 times? Come on, no, it's not gonna happen.
Well, they saying like this. You fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, shame on me. You fool me 3 times, call me a fool.
Yeah.
But lastly, I'd like to read a little something. This is dated. This post is dated. It's a Substack post dated the 20th of October this year, 2025. 20th of October. And it says this. Japan CMRR data website shows clear mortality increase, clear death rate increase caused by the COVID shot. Kenji Fujikawa, a city council member in Japan, put up an amazing website with the latest Japan's record level data. It used the standard epidemiological method, CMRR, which means cumulative mortality rate ratio. In other words, it's showing the death rate. The death is about showing the death rate. And it says here that this CMRR, cumulative mortality rate ratio, has shown that since the COVID injection vaccine, the death rate has increased in Japan. And remember, Japan heavily, Japan was one of the places that was into the vaccination, COVID vaccination thing.
Yeah.
And let me say this. A lot of people think that this COVID and COVID vaccine thing is over, it done gone. We are still feeling the result of it and for years to come.
Yes, yeah, I agree with that.
And let me also say this. This is why government should not be forcing people to take injections, vaccine, medicine, that sort of stuff. What Unity did was a very, very wrong thing. And I've heard it, that since the COVID vaccine, people have, it seemed to them that the death announcement has even
advanced,
gotten longer. I mean,
yeah, that is true.
Seem to be they contain more death.
That is true, and a lot of people attest to that, right? I mean, if you look at the way the vaccine was forced upon us, I mean, that shouldn't happen, because even while it was being forced upon us, there were factions across the globe that were saying they hadn't done it. They hadn't, there's a period that you should go through for testing.
10 years, up to 10 years before it come out on the market.
And because of the panic to try to find a cure, they rushed on almost everything. So this is why, I hope that our Caribbean and people around the world learn that, yes, you want to cure diseases and so forth, but don't force things on people when you're not sure.
Because we are still living through the result of the vaccine side effects, which include death, but include a lot of other side effects. Heart problems, kidney problems, fertility problems. All of these are part of the negative side effect of this vaccine, and much more. So what Unity did was very, very wrong. And I at that time, in real time at that time, what we even went on the radio when the Prime Minister had his calling program, Dr. Harris had his calling program, and said, no, the vaccine is known. Even at that time, studies have been showing these side effects, including death. And then I was cut off.
Yeah. Okay, Greg. We want to take a bit of a commercial.
Thank you for your time, both Quint and Cartencia.
You're welcome, Greg. Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah, you take care. Let's take a bit of a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
St. Kitts and Nevis, are you ready? It's the 14th annual St. Christopher Children's Home Family Walk and Run. Saturday, November 8th at the beautiful Royal St. Kitts Golf Course. Bring the whole family for an afternoon of fun, fitness, and giving back. Registration opens at 3 p.m. and the walk starts at 4 p.m. sharp. Adults only $60. Kids 6 to 12, $30. Little ones under 6, absolutely free. Every registration comes with an event shirt plus a delicious barbecue lunch from the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. Enjoy our exciting kids zone powered by Lucid SKN, amazing raffle prizes, and complimentary transportation from the Sands Complex and the fire station starting at 2:30 p.m. Get your tickets now at Royal Beach Casino, Four Ways Restaurant, Harper's, and Jad. Saturday, November 8th. We'll see you there.
Mommy, are you writing to Santa too?
You have Santa. I have CIBC Caribbean.
CIBC has sweetened the season so you can bring your holiday dreams to life and wrap a new home or land with incredible cashback deals. Plus, your approved loan gives you a chance to win up to US $5,000. Apply now at www.cibccaribbean.com/sweeten the season. Terms and conditions apply.
Win more with the Mega Ball. Pick 3 and pick 4, you could get it all.
Yes, playing Pick 3 and Pick 4 with the Caribbean Lottery just got more rewarding. For just an extra $1, increase your winnings by $1,000 with Pick 3 and $10,000 with Pick 4 when you play the Mega Ball.
You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? Then get on the ball.
Play Pick 3 and Pick 4 with Mega Ball at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 and over to play.
And we're back on Island T, and I forgot to mention that it was the 31st day of October. We are at the last day of the month. Do we have a caller?
I thought we had. Let me see. It seems as if they are back.
Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T.
Hey, good morning, Cortens. How are we doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
Fine, fine. How is the Lord treating you?
Okay.
It's okay? You're good, great.
Okay, man. I can't complain.
No, it makes no sense complain.
Exactly.
You leave the complaining for people allowed to complain. This morning, if you were in Jamaica and you wake up, you would have said, treating me great.
Exactly.
You know, my heart goes out to them, you know. And some people may dismiss. But you know what came to my mind? We have a thing where they say, walk a mile in my shoe. You know that statement?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yeah,
so
for
you
the
can
disabled.
understand how I feel, basically.
Yeah, but not only for disabled, even some people see the condition. If you had to learn what caused it, you could make it.
Miss Henry, I did that walk maybe 2 years back, with my eyes covered. Oh my gosh, I didn't enjoy it.
People need to do that.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy
Sometimes
it at all.
Granny, you're going in the wrong direction. Or you know something. I said, just blindfold yourself and try and see what I do. Because I want our people to become more conscious, more compassionate to other people, even the elderly. Where you going now? Before they say, can I help you across the road? Or, go to the shop for you? Making a stay in your yard or whatever. Now let's get to this COVID thing, because I have all kind of there's something called logic. This happened and that happened does not mean that they are cause and effect. We just say A to B, B to C. Because this don't mean that we can get out quick. And the question I want to ask, I took the 2 and the booster. I should have heard Trump says he believes in the COVID thing. Now, for those who object, kind of free to object, because some of what they say is true. But I have not heard what would have been the possible outcome in terms of death rate. People didn't take it. Would we have less than 42 or would we have more?
But hear this, Miss Sylvine. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
No. What I am saying, right? It is true, but look at the number of 88, 92, 94. You understand? And until they do post-mortem, we guess in.
That is true. But still, there are a lot of, just like how there are a lot of individuals who say they have taken it and it was good for them, there are a lot of individuals who...
Yeah, but
listen, let me finish. There are a lot of individuals
go ahead. Sorry, brother. I'm sorry about that.
There are a lot of individuals who lost a loved one and they feel within themselves, but as you say, it's just a feeling, but they are convinced within themselves that if it wasn't for the COVID vaccine, that they would still be here. So you say one, you say two. We can't, like you say, and I agree with you, until there's a post-mortem, you can't say definitively. But
yes, I was hoping, right, since when they were in opposition, they were thinking, no, these numbers climbing, because, I'm a statistician, I was one. And I mentioned it. But I was thinking that at least when people die, they would have post-mortem. Otherwise, we're only guessing. You understand?
But
so
I would assume postmortems are. I would assume, but I'm not sure, that postmortems might at an expense that people might not want to get into.
No,
I'm assuming.
Because people want to know. They have a local, what you call them now, Miss Philip from St. Peter's is one. There are people who do mortuary work, post-mortem work.
I mean, autopsies.
So for Greg and others, what you see might just be what you call coincidental.
And it could also be the other way too. We don't know.
Yes, but when you're not sure, you don't say something caused something. That is one thing.
But I think he has a tendency to say he believe. He say, I believe because of that is what I hear him say a lot of.
But he believe in the affirmative.
Well.
But did all of our leaders take the vaccine though?
We don't know. So there are some.
Most of them did,
There are some rumors that they went and they took some water in their needles. That's what the people say. I hear people say.
They did. I heard them on the radio.
Yeah, I hear people say, they went and fool us. We will put water in needle and make us think they take the vaccine. You can't go with people,
So we a lot of things happen and we say, oh well, that caused that. When you make those statements, you must have some proof. Not somebody, not even a doctor says so.
But he was talking about an article he saw that says...
I know it's an article. Okay. I must commend Greg. Greg reads,
Okay.
The only thing I comment on the side that matches how he feels. Or what his belief system is. So all I am asking our people today, before you criticize the disabled or other people or older people, even well people, you don't know the consequence and the sequence of events that drive somebody. So even to taking drugs, sometimes some people have some very traumatic, have had some traumatic experiences.
Yeah. And there are also some people who have gone through like accidents and certain things, and they're continuously in pain and they need certain things to soothe them. So
you need some compassion and some caring, man. Yeah. Oh, like for me, let me take myself because it's me. Well, I'm quite vocal. From experience, the kind of work I did, right? And the studies I did and like Greg's research. Make sure I keep up the radio. Instead you think she know everything. Now, if I were you, I would begin to, so like when Greg and Johnny talk, I go and I look it up.
I'm always looking up here.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Oh, make them hush them out. And the woman like to be in things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Advise people. Do a little more studying, researching, and try and get a balance. Try and get a balance. not one side and one side only. Because even with Quint talking about he got turned off, I always remember the story in the Bible, you know. He said a man you could touch your finger, a man planted a field with good seed, and while they were sleeping, the enemy came and planted tears between what we call weeds. When they were going up, the grass and the wheat look alike. And the workers said, "Well, boss, you didn't see them more here? They're even more than the other one. Pull them out," he said. "No, don't pull them out. Because maybe when you go to pull them out, you pull up the good one." So, often a number of them who are on the wrong side, they're more bountiful, they're more vocal, you understand?
I mean, yesterday that guy, if anyone was listening, I'm sure they would have been convinced that he was completely right and I was completely wrong, because the words that he used, the words that he used was, you're intellectually dishonest, and I've can prove emphatically, I've proven you emphatically wrong. And,
do like me.
But that doesn't faze me. That doesn't faze me.
Because some people get, oh, well, I have nothing else to say. People.
Well, not me. What frustrates me, though, is how you can be so adamant and be wrong. That is what,
well, you got to be so wrong and strong. You go up in, you're wrong and strong. And some people want to shout you down.
Yeah.
Anyway, you be strong.
Yeah.
And great, keep thinking, but I tell you, look on the side, Now, a question I have, and somebody will have the answer. The end of a conversation. That Michael Witter, you ever what Michael Witter, a lecturer at UE?
No.
I have to
the
say
book
no.
Small Garden, Bitterweed.
No, I'm not familiar with
But somebody, they might hear. Is he alive or is he dead?
I wouldn't.
He taught me economics.
Oh, okay.
One course in at UE.
Okay.
Very nice person. He always chewing a stick there,
Mm.
He always chewing a stick in his mouth.
Hold a second there. There's another caller. Hello, caller.
Hi, morning.
Good day.
Good day. I tend to agree with...
I can't hear them,
Miss Henry says she can't hear you.
I'm going to hang up.
Okay, okay.
Because I can't hear.
Okay, go ahead, Miss.
Yeah, I was saying I tend to agree with Mrs. Henry on this, in the sense that we should leave it to the science. What I'm surprised at is that there doesn't seem to have been a major study that continued after the COVID situation passed, right? When I think more research, the research should have been continuing as to effects and those sorts of things.
Yeah.
Okay? But we really should not engage in Monday morning quarterbacking, as they put it, and say, well, whatever happens now is probably a feature, one of the drawbacks of the COVID vaccine.
Well, I am guilty of that to some extent, because I have said that I have a feeling that some of the drawbacks are derived from that. So I'm guilty,
Yeah, there's that temptation, right? But we should leave it to the science to say that.
Yeah, but the science sometimes the science, they well know they're wrong, but they don't want to come and admit it. We find out years down the line, history has proven that. So.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, there's always that conspiracy theory, and yes, history has proven that. But based on how we performed during that period, I think we came out okay.
I would agree with you on that.
Because I mean, it's the whole world who was doing this thing, taking the vaccine and so on. Right? If we didn't do it, we would have been ostracized, so to speak. Okay. So I still think there should be kudos given to the government then in how they addressed the situation. They went overboard when it came to
demanding, making
not so much demanding, not so much demanding, because remember, even the private sector, they demanded too.
Yeah.
Right. And
there
seemed to be less of a fallout for them.
Yeah.
But in terms of using it for election purposes, they try to prolong the lockdown and so on.
Yeah.
When they were obviously using it for election purposes, that is where I think they failed. They went down.
Okay.
Right. And one other thing, I noticed you all took a turn on Matt this morning.
Well, not so much. We just touch him a little. We didn't go into any. We didn't go deep. You understand? We just gave him a little tap on the shoulder.
Right. Yeah. I don't think he responds to taps on the shoulders. He gonna have to. People gonna have to just get rid of him. Full stop. Right. And I think, honestly, I think it's overdue. The comments he made about he don't care what anybody say, he only care about what happens when he go home, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really terrible thing
for a
leader and a politician.
Yeah. That is why Kamala is suffering now, because she went and said, that doesn't affect me to the least, and the people decided what? It doesn't. It's this. Since when this is about you, right? We thought we elected you to do.
It was insensitive, totally insensitive, right? And I think Mark has been successful in the fact, because of the fact that a lot of people like flamboyance, they like his flashiness, and he speaks well and so on. But you have to look at performance more than anything else.
I agree.
Okay, and that's where he has fallen down. And it's unfortunate that the Prime Minister seems to have endeared himself to him, and has become his mentee in a sense, using his formula, I think, hoping for a similar success in elections.
Yeah.
But I don't think, I think that people would be more discerning in upcoming elections and really sit down and gauge exactly what is going to be good for them.
It seems as if the Hortensia disagrees with you. I see her shaking.
Yeah, Hortensia,
Yeah, because people don't care. And these politicians come and campaign and butter them up. They forget everything.
I tend to lean.
You don't have the faith.
I tend to lean with Hortensia on this.
Yeah, I don't have faith in the people, because we are who put those people right there, very well knowing what they did to us, what they're capable of continuing to do. Look at Donald. Donald didn't hide and tell us who he wasn't. And look, they put him there, now they're balling. So, yeah.
That's a perfect example.
Okay, so you gotta have some pain. You gotta have some pain to
get learn.
To learn.
Yeah, to learn. Pain.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't growing muscles, so I ain't got time for that.
That's no, but that's democracy, right? You in a democracy, you have the right to make a mistake. Okay, but fortunately, in a democracy, you can correct it.
To make a continued mistake.
Let's hope.
To make continued mistakes.
You're becoming cynical now. I think things are going to improve, man.
How can I not be my true self?
I honestly feel that people are going to be less inclined to deal with party politics per se. I mean, when you look at how these guys operate and you see they're more about themselves than any party, ideology doesn't counts less now, okay? And I think that is going to be the wake-up call.
Mr. McMahon,
they're going to ask themselves.
Hold a second, there's another caller there. Hello, caller.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Any topic? Find the conversation interesting.
Yeah.
As you all mentioned, Mark Brantley start behaving like the way Denzel was behaving, coming on to the end of him as Prime Minister. That behave in a way as if they own the place. That's how Mark Brantley is behaving now.
No.
You listen to how Mark Brantley speak to the people who are his employer.
Yeah.
you won't believe that Mark Brantley want to go back to them same people and ask for next term. and when we talk about the SSD and you hear they say that this amount of land already sold. No. The deal ain't a deal until money pass.
Yeah.
So the question is how much can owners get cash? I think it's fear mongering is to bully people into selling their land.
I
so
think
when they
so
say they
too.
have X amount, and so now it's to bully the rest to sell.
Yeah, I think so
because
too.
the thing is, most of those landowners they ain't getting no money as yet. So the deal ain't final.
And we heard from one particular owner who was disillusioned because he said they not only offered him a deal that he referred to as being crazy, he said they offered to pay over time, I think a 4 or 5 year period piece, and he didn't agree to that.
If we are begging with people to give the land, let the people buy into. If you want the people's land, let them buy into so that every year they get something, not give up their life. Let them be a part of. That's how leaders should start to be thinking about their citizens. Let them be a part of.
Because if this doesn't go through, then
you can't benefit from that project after you sell your land.
Yeah.
So, a real leader, a real black leader, wouldn't give up the black people like that. You let them be a part of, buy into it. Well, you can incorporate your people into the project. Well, you're going to buy them out, throw them out. And it's sad. And I realize the pattern of leadership now in the Caribbean, that they are quick to talk about development and in the process selling out their people.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. No, it's time for the leaders to start to work on behalf of the people, put the people in front. We have come from too far to go back.
Yeah. Okay, caller. Caller, remember, remember, Mr. McMahon has been.
It's okay. I will go shortly. I just wanted to make one other point with regards to the fact that Mr. Brantley knows fully well the type of investor, the type of developers that are being attracted right now.
Yeah.
Okay? But he keeps it quiet. But what I've noticed is that he has recently come out and said, basically make it sound as if we were discriminating against people's beliefs and so on.
Yes, I heard him say
Okay.
that.
You heard him? Right.
Yeah, because he even asked, he said, well, look at Four Seasons. Anybody asks if he believes in God or if he, asks, which is a bit sarcastic.
Which is disingenuous. I mean, okay, everybody knows that you should have due diligence at the individual level. You got to make sure that the people you bring into your country are, above board and so on. But there should be due diligence at the group level as well.
Yes, I agree.
Because I don't care what kind of beliefs and so on you have. You put 10,000 of people with equal beliefs in your country, and they don't have the same values and value systems and culture and so on as you, yours is going to be threatened.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes,
Worse if these people got money.
Yeah.
Right? So that should not be downplayed. I really hope, and that is why they're so secretive to add another S to the special part of this zone. Yeah. They know full well that these people are a particular set of people because they have made it known before what they are about.
Yeah.
This libertarian kind of thing, what they're about.
Yeah.
So to ignore that.
And we know, and Mr. McMahon, we know what libertarian societies and ideologies are. We know.
They don't hide. They don't hide.
So for him to use that term as if to make it a trivial thing, I mean, this is why I keep saying who is he representing? The people who elected him, or,
That's what that's what
Mr.
one thing they told him.
What do you think about the fact that he was saying that the persons that will basically be in this enclave, they won't be able to vote, because what somebody was basically touting is that if he brings these people, because he brings them, he might get more votes and continue to win over and over. But he says they won't have that privilege. We know the young man that spoke to us, the developer of it, he is an economic citizen. So how can they get the orders that may come to? They will be citizens, but not
he
be
not
able
on,
to vote.
but
Do you think that's even a thing?
Carten said he not
Well,
only
knows,
said
he knows that it's gonna be ticklish, right? He already said. Well, what he said was, well, we already have 50,000 plus citizens already.
Tens of
and
thousands.
They don't 50,000 plus, and they don't participate in our electoral process.
But what if they do? What if they decide?
Exactly. And not only that. Remember this particular set of people. You can call them settlers. They come in here to live.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea.
Here's this. That is a valid point you made, because you say that this zone is supposed to be. It is for our benefit. It should be a industrial zone, but it seems to be. It's going to be a residential zone. So that is a problem.
Right. Exactly. So,
I mean, come on.
There's so many aspects to this thing. It's not a done deal yet. That's the only saving grace, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what changes they make before it's actually brought to Parliament and signed off on. Okay then.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah. Let's take a bit of a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Found the South 98.9 FM. The right time, right ride, right now at Horsefoot's Automotive. Buy now or reserve for VAT discount days, Friday, December 12th and Saturday, December 20th, and get our lowest rates ever. Plus, enjoy up to $17,000 on select models. No VAT and no down payment. Drive away with finance with Horsefoots and get free bill of sale, free servicing for 12 months, free registration, free tinting, and even free groceries or gas for 3 months. Because the right time is here for the right vehicle with the right deal right now. Visit Horsefoots Automotive right now. Drive smart. Drive Horsefoots. Terms and conditions apply.
Mommy, are you writing to Santa too?
You have Santa. I have CIBC Caribbean.
CIBC has sweetened the season, so you can bring your holiday dreams to life and wrap a new home or land with incredible cashback deals. Plus, your approved loan gives you a chance to win up to US $5,000. Apply now at www.cibccaribbean.com/sweeten the season. Terms and conditions apply.
And we're back on Island T, and Quint, I'm here reading something, and it says, libertarianism is a political philosophy that prioritizes individual freedoms. And this is from Dr. Google again. Liberty and autonomy. It is characterized by skepticism towards government power, with a belief that individuals should be free to act as they choose as long as they do not harm others. Key tenets include the right to control one's own body and work, freedom of social association, and support for free market and private property rights. Individual liberty. Libertarians believe in a person's right to control their own life, make their own choices, and interact with others willingly. Limited government. The philosophy is characterized by skepticisms about the extent and legitimacy of government authority. Free market. Libertarians typically support free market capitalism based on private property rights, freedom of contract, and voluntary cooperation with minimal government intervention. Voluntary cooperation. Interactions between individuals should be based on voluntary consent, not coercion or force. So, I don't know how much you heard of it because I see you went to get the door. I would read the one that says from limited government. The philosophy is characterized by skepticism about the extent and legitimacy of government authority. Free market. Libertarians typically support free market capitalism based on private property rights, freedom of contract, and voluntary cooperation and minimal government intervention.
Yeah, so that is why people logically jump to the conclusion that they will want autonomy because they do not want to be controlled by government affairs and government decisions and state, organized state rules and so forth. So this is why, again, red flags, Hello, caller?
Yes, hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you guys, man. Yeah, I like the discussion, and the caller that called in and was talking about Mark, he's so much on point. Right now, we got to look at Mark very, very closely. If the people realize what's going on with him, he's very frustrated right now. And we can see that vividly this week coming out of that town hall meeting Monday. The choice of words that he has nowadays, he's talking down to the people. Well, some people say he's always been like that, but I haven't really always followed him closely from the beginning, But he's talking down to the people, and he wants to get his way. He's coming with a lot of reverse psychology. Quinn, I like the way how you really got involved with this issue over on the Nevis side. I want to give you some commendation on that. And the law is a federal law. And the people on the Sinkits end, they got to support the Nevis people.
Yeah, we have to, because if it succeeds, that's what they're looking at. If it succeeds on Nevis, they will bring it down here.
This is what's really going on.
Yeah.
And the people got to really understand
it's
this.
It's a test run, It's
yes. Man, Quint, you got it, man. You got it right on the head, man. You got it correctly. You see what happened, right? Because of the fact that it's initiated from Nevis, it seems like from the Sinkits and people are a little bit hesitant, but they should not be. We need the national mobilization, because if we had the national mobilization, it would scare the politicians a little bit more. Even the Prime Minister himself is trying to pull back from this. When he is the one that tabled the bill. Man, we cannot act like when you're in a relationship, you treatment in a relationship, and you stay there.
Well, hold a second. We have another caller.
Yes.
Hello, caller?
Quint?
Yes.
Hold on a second, please. Yes, I was just trying to lower my radio.
Okay.
Burl
is on. You want to...
Let Burl speak. Let continue in his train of thought.
Go ahead, Burl.
Okay. There's a case that went down recently in the United States P. Diddy, all of those victims that stayed there with him for all those years and taking that bad treatment, that was not good for themselves. Over time, the situation gets worse and worse and worse. When you see wrong happening, you got to call it out immediately. The Prime Minister, right, if he had looked at the situation closely, he could have stopped Mark in his tracks immediately up front, especially if he took time to look back at the history of the country, look back at his own party, look back at the first national hero, Thatcher. If he had looked back and looked at this strife and the struggle and the history of us as black people in the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis, and the way how we were lucky to put our hands on those slave plantations coming out of slavery, he would have stopped Mark immediately and act like he is the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. I'm calling out the Prime Minister again this morning. I'm calling him out because at the end of the day, you know what Mark's intention is right now? He's not going to listen to the people. The people is the only one that can stop him. The only reason that this project is really sad right now, they start getting the kickback. Listen to this man very closely. Everybody, pick apart the town hall meeting and you see how the man is operating. He's operating like he's really the sheriff, but the people them can stop him. If we get the national mobilization and rally against that Destiny Project, like those who want to stop it, they will actually maybe get it stopped because the ink ain't dry yet. They ain't signed no deals according to him. And the people them who let loose their lands already, they ain't even got paid for their lands yet. Man, this is like so much trickery and deceit. It ain't funny. I don't understand. Listen to how Mark talked, man. He said, I can't believe how you guys can't understand that this project is benefit for us, for Nevis, and for the Federation and a whole. Listen to how he says all of these words. Man, Quinn, just go and really go back and look and research.
I do not have to go back and research. I've been following this all along.
Yes, got you. There's me personally, I have all the information that I need to know that no one can convince me that there's no conflict of interest happening. Man, there is so much conflict of interest happening. I don't see how. I'm the Prime Minister of two islands, and I've seen some shady, corrupted stuff happening over on Nevis, and I'm just going to sit there and wash my hands of it. That means Dr. Drew is not the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. That means he's only the Prime Minister of St. Kitts. That means Mark is in full control of Nevis. That means Nevis is operating and Mark is operating like Nevis is totally separated from St. Kitts. Well, if that's the case, you cut Nevis off of St. Kitts right now and send Nevis backing on the way. Let Nevis get. If you want Mark to be in full control of Nevis like that, like Nevis is a total entity by itself, you cut Nevis off of St. Kitts and give Nevis a and then. Because Nevis hasn't succeeded from St. Kitts yet. It's being like that. It's opposite. The situation is like that right now.
Burl, sometimes you get so passionate that you, in this instance, you begin to speak some nonsense. I keep telling you, you all don't listen. I keep telling you all that if you all had been seceded already, Mark wouldn't need any federal whatever. He would have just done what he wants to do. It is because you've not seceded. It is because you've not seceded, and we still have a federal aspect to it. Why we are going through this now? If you were already on your own, so then why are you adamantly saying just cut Nevis off and bringing in the secession thing?
No, that's not what what I'm implying is what you just said just now. We are seeing some glimmers of that, but we are not two separate islands like that. St. Kitts and Nevis currently is one state, and the Prime Minister should be operating like that. The way how he's giving Mark the autonomy is as if like Nevis is already cut off.
No,
I'm
no, not really.
Even if
not,
even if I'm saying it wrong, right?
Okay.
I stand corrected with what you're saying. I'm gonna align myself with you because what you're saying is technically what I'm trying to say. Maybe if I'm bringing it out in the wrong way or whatever. I could make a mistake as well. But what I'm trying to say is what you are correcting me of. That's what I'm trying to say, really. But let me hear you. Let me hear you going forward. I'll keep listening.
I'm going to let Greg come in because he has been quite patient. Greg, go ahead.
Well, Quim, it's something else, not really that directly that he's speaking about, but it's a different issue. Do you prefer I wait and bring the different issue?
No, just say it now because we have upcoming in 50 minutes. In the next 10 minutes, we have TDC a TDC interview. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Cool. What I'm going to say is this, Quint. Now, when I spoke to the issue of the COVID vaccine, post-mortem results were also included, but just I didn't go to that because you know that limited time and make call with you.
Yeah.
But yes, included post-mortem results as well. For example, such doctors as Dr. Perry, and but the name is spelled P-I-E-R-R-Y. I think that's the French for Peter or something like that.
Hold a while there, Burl. You want to hang up because remember we have an interview.
No, I want to complete. chain of thought.
Yeah, but if you
Let
complete,
let me do my thing as quickly as possible.
Yes.
So such quim delaquim doctors like Perry Corey, K-O-R-Y, Dr. Robert Malone, and so on. If you go on Substack and do a research for them, you'll find the articles and just read the articles. They cite post-mortem results, studies, all sort of stuff concerning what I said about the COVID vaccine. They cite their topsies, you name it. Even the people them who working with the people them in the funeral homes and so who deal with dead bodies, embalming them and those sort of stuff. They tell you since the COVID vaccine, they haven't seen so much blood clots in the corpses or cadavers that they're working with. Not only that, also read articles by Steve Kirsch, K-I-R-S-C-H, and Stu Peters. And they also have programs and so they have top-class doctors who are telling you these things.
Well, one thing I will say, one thing I will concur with you on, if Japan does a assessment of something, it's going to be detailed because they don't do nonsensical things. You understand?
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely. And what I'm also saying is this. There are doctors who came out and spoke about these things. A number of them have lost their license. A number of them has been shunned. A number of them has been ostracized and that sort of. So you find a lot of doctors who know the truth. They're keeping silent because they see what happened to their colleagues when they speak up based upon post-mortem autopsies and you name it.
Yeah. Okay. Wrap up because. Go ahead.
Let me just say lastly. Hello?
Go ahead. Wrap up because remember we have.
Let me just say lastly. In January 2022, there was a case where the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, was taken to court to release the findings of Pfizer when they were doing the trial and the vaccine because they had the documents from Pfizer. And the FDA argued to the court, no, let 75 years pass before they could release these documents that Pfizer's documented concerning what they found out concerning the vaccine. And the court said, no, the FDA has to release the documents now. And when the documents were released, a lot of side negatives were documented by Pfizer in what they found out when they were trying out the vaccine. It's a lot of stuff going on that we were not told, and start to say Team Unity made force and pressure people to take this. So last thing I said, greetings to everybody in Jesus Christ's name, the only Savior of sinners from the death and from the sins through faith only, and the second person of the eternal Trinity. God bless you all. So, okay, thank you, Chris. I'm content.
Okay. Burl?
Okay, so Quinn, as you attempted just now to
And be brief,
keep me aligned.
be as quick as possible.
Yeah, very much. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. As you attempted just now to keep me aligned and correct me in my utterances, I stay aligned with you. We got to realize St. Kitts and Nevis is one federation right now. We should be moving as such.
Yeah.
And we need that big national mobilization against that Destiny Project and against that SSC law, because we got to realize as they make this trial run in Nevis, they're coming over to St. Kitts next. And thanks a lot, man. You guys have a good day. And prayers up to the Jamaicans over there with the recovery of Melissa Hurricane. Thanks.
Yeah, same sentiments there in relation to Jamaica, speedy recovery, and we got to be very careful because what the old saying says, today for you, tomorrow for me. So we've got to be cognizant of such things.
I say one of the footballers from Manchester United made a grand donation too, so thank you to that footballer as he helped them rebuild.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a bit of a commercial break and we'll be right back.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Come, build with us at Hostel's Building and Nevis Centers. We don't just sell materials, we help you build your dreams. Whether it's a new home, a renovation, or a DIY project, we're here to make it happen. That's why we say, build with us. From foundation to finish, come to our stores where we have the best in building materials, hardware, tools, paints, expert advice, and more. Whatever you need, you can count on us. So if you're ready to get started, build with us. With Hostel's Building and Nevis Centers, you're not just building a structure, you're building a future. Let us help you create something amazing. Dream with us, plan with us, grow with us, build with us. Come build with us at Hostel's Building and Nevis Centers today. Build with us at Hosford's.
Don't throw those bottles away. Turn them into money today. Vitamalt bottles equal cash in your pocket. It's super easy. Just take those empty Vitamalt bottles to any Cara Brewery distribution truck or any drinks depot in St. Kitts and Nevis. We're keeping our beautiful Twin Island paradise clean. Vitamalt bottles equal cash back. Keep it clean, keep it green. Vitamalt bottle returns. Your bottles, your cash, your island.
If you need protection, you need one who you can trust. To secure your investment, you need one who'll do you just. TDC Insurance, you're the one that you can trust. TDC Insurance, you're always safe with us.
TDC Insurance is your go-to insurance company for all your insurance needs. We take pride in offering you the best solutions and ensuring our customers are fully satisfied. TDC Insurance, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
You're always safe with us.
And we are back on Island Tea, and as most of our Friday listeners would have noticed, we have Dominic in the house, but let's forget Dominic this week.
We're only seeing half of Dominic.
Dominic, scoot over by Miss Marsha. Thank you. All right. So we not only have Dominic in the house, we have two lovely young ladies. We have Miss Tonya Kelly and Miss Tabitha Marsham. Good morning, ladies, and welcome to Island C. And if you're ready, we can begin. But I'll let you introduce yourself first so they can know what are your roles at TDC.
Good morning. I am Tabitha Marsham. I work in the HR department at TDC. And
I am Tanya Kelly. I'm a senior HR officer at TDC's HR department, and I deal primarily with recruitment, retention, and performance management.
Alrighty. So now that we know who these ladies are, we are going to dive right into it. So let's talk about the IMTDC Recruitment Fair. What is it all about?
So the IMTDC Recruitment Fair is an initiative that was designed by the company to connect job seekers, professionals, and just anybody who is interested in our operations with the opportunity to learn about who we are, what we do, and the different career opportunities that we have available at the company.
Right. So now that we know what it is about, when and where will this event be held?
this recruitment fair will take place on Thursday, 6th of November from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the TDC training room on 4th Street.
Okay, so Thursday, November 6th. Could you repeat the time first, Ms. Marsha?
From 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Alrighty.
And for those persons who are wondering, we're on 4th Street. We're upstairs at TDC Mall and the Human Resources Department.
No, I'm just wondering because... All right.
It's a team effort.
I know. What can attendees expect when they come to the fair?
Okay, so when you walk into the fair, you'll experience TDC's culture firsthand. We selected some specific departments to participate in the fair based on their current and upcoming department needs. So when you come, every department will have a showcase where you can learn about what they do. You can ask questions directly to department representatives, and you can even apply for the open positions. We will also have interactive displays, and you will have the opportunity to interact with our HR team. We are promising a fun, inspiring, and informative experience.
Wow. Can we go and look for work again?
Yeah, I think we should.
Let me find out, what makes TDC a great place to work?
So at TDC, we really consider ourselves a community, and we believe in the development of our employees, both professionally and personally. So we have ongoing training opportunities, mentorships, and a number of opportunities for growth and advancement. We also take seriously our company culture, and we foster a culture that is inspired by teamwork, respect, and service excellence. So when you do join the TDC team, you can expect to be well-rounded. You can expect to be developed and pushed both professionally and personally.
Okay, let's talk about preparation. How important it is to prepare for the fair, and how can someone prepare for it?
Okay, so first and foremost, you should be dressed professionally when you're attending the fair. Okay, and then you should do a little research on TDC so you know what the company is about, what we have to offer. And based on the departments that will be featured, you should also do a little research about the ones that interest you. And then you just come ready to engage and ask your questions and, hopefully apply.
Can I come in a jean pants and a shirt? Is that considered proper?
A jean pants without cuts, yes. Just
Okay.
a normal straight jean pants. And the shirt could be... just a professional looking shirt, no skinny straps, no off shoulder.
You read my mind. I was just going to ask, can I come in my skinny strap without a jacket?
Straps.
No.
Exactly, because we know how
no
it...
flip-flops.
Right.
Okay. No Birkenstocks. That's considered a flip-flop.
No Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
Crocs.
No Crocs, exactly. Crocs and socks, because
No
we
Crocs
see
and
how
socks.
we see how it goes.
No, we prefer your toes to be covered.
Exactly.
And no holes in the shoes.
Okay. All right. But you can't wear slingbacks, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure, because people might say there's a hole in the shoe. My slingback have a hole in the back. We have to be mindful.
Yes, we have to be mindful of that.
Alrighty. So now we know how to prepare. We know how to dress. Please dress the part and show up. How does this initiative fit into TDC wider vision for the community?
Great question. So if you know anything about TDC at all, you know that we believe wholeheartedly in developing our people and developing our nation. And this fair is an opportunity for us to give back by providing job seekers, professionals, anyone interested with an opportunity to begin or develop a meaningful career, and also to strengthen the overall workforce of St. Kitts and Nevis. Because we do believe that when our people succeed, that the community thrives and the community is at its full capacity. So it's just an opportunity for us to give back to our wider community.
Okay, I'm going to try an impromptu question. I come, I dress my best, a position is available. Can I be hired on the spot, or I have to wait to, will interviews be conducted at that time, and can I be hired on the spot?
Okay, no, you cannot be hired on the spot, but what we will have available are a number of kiosks for persons to apply on the spot for the vacancies that we have currently available. So after you have applied, within a 2-week window, if you are shortlisted, you will be contacted for an initial interview.
All right. So for anyone that's wondering, I asked the question that you needed.
So it's almost like a pre-application process.
Right, right.
Okay, so how can the public find out more about this job fair and get in touch with you ladies?
Well, you can contact the Human Resources Department at 465-2511, and our direct extensions are 1372, 1184, 1178, and 1369. You can also visit our website and our social media pages for frequent updates.
Alrighty. I'm not gonna, anything else that we need to put in, I'm not gonna say finally yet because we still have time. So anything that we didn't ask that either of you ladies think we can touch on when it comes to the job fair?
Okay, so the general public may be wondering why we decided to put on a fair of this nature at this time. It's coming on to the end of the year, and persons should be settled at least in some sort of employment. However, as I said earlier, we are very much committed to community. We are very much committed to development of our people, and this initiative is generally just an ongoing effort to support our national employment. It's an opportunity for us to strengthen our employer brand and give individuals a chance to build a meaningful careers. So generally, that is why we are hosting this event at this time.
Also, there may be inquiring minds about the different departments that will be featured. Currently, we have 7 departments that will have booths at the fair. We'll have TDC Automotive Division, we'll have the Accounts Department, we'll have a booth for TDC Airlines, TDC Insurance, the Information Technology Department, the Client Relations and Marketing Department, where Dominic is from. And we're going to have a booth for the Internal Audit Department as well.
Alrighty. So Dominic, you want to join in with anything now, sir? Ladies,
I have a question for the ladies.
Okay, go ahead.
So I come to the job fair. Would it be wise for me? I know I'm applying from the kiosks. Would you advise me, let's say somebody who's interested, to bring a physical cover letter, resume with references, totally prepared to hand over as well, even though I'm signing up as the kiosk?
Well, we wouldn't advise it, but if you bring it, we're going to take it.
We'll accept it.
But we are encouraging people to apply using our recruitment website, because that is the primary place that we source our applications from. So that's what we would advise.
And for those persons who are listening, that digital portal that the two ladies are referring to, it's available on SKN Vibes under the job listing.
Okay.
You can go to SKN Vibes and you'll see the TDC job listings. There's a QR code. You can scan the QR code or you can click the link. You'll see the available jobs. It's readily available and posted and updated, so you'll see the available jobs that are there. So for persons who are wondering ahead of the job fair, well, what's available now, you can actually go on SKN Vibes and click the TDC link and you'll see the jobs that are available. It takes you to the digital link. You can apply there if you want to.
You asked a very good question just now. Some people are not technologically inclined. What if they do bring that letter? Would you help them on the kiosk and still accept the letter? Because I don't want anybody to not come, because, you know, Ms. Kelly mentioned people should be settled, but some people really don't have work.
Right.
Yeah, so we will have our team members here to assist you with filling out the applications on the kiosks, and we will accept the paper applications.
Okay, because I don't want them to turn back and say, boy, they say, no, boy, I got to come and make me feel confident.
I was thinking about
I
those
don't want to
persons who
go
might
and do
not be
nothing.
so comfortable with that.
That's something we do every day.
Okay.
When people come to apply for jobs, if they're not so inclined, then we will help them.
Oh, okay, good stuff.
I guess we thought of it.
Just to add, while we want to keep the actual day, we want to have some element of surprise. Well, I would like to provide some insight as to exactly what will take place on the day. So the event will begin with our opening ceremony at 9 a.m. If you want to be a part of the opening ceremony, you can come just a little before and register. After the registration, we will begin the opening ceremony promptly at 9. During that opening ceremony, we will have some remarks, we will have some testimonials from some of our long-standing and promising employees. We will also be launching a promotional video, which is more geared towards recruitment. It's a project that we've been working on for some time, and we are very proud to be launching it during this fair, after which we will officially begin the fair so that persons can actually come in and engage in different departments. So if you can't make it for the opening ceremony, we will be there until 1 p.m. so that if you are able to just drop in for a few minutes, you can come and still interact with the booths. So you don't necessarily have to. Well, we would like persons to come at 9 a.m. and, you know, attend the opening ceremony. If you don't have the time to do so, you can just drop in between 9 and 1 p.m.
Okay. I have another question. If it is I'm looking for a part-time job, am I allowed to attend the job fair as well?
Of course, because we do have part-time positions available as well. Yes.
In the marketing department with him?
Not at this time.
Not at this time.
I'm just teasing.
I must say this is a good initiative, though, because people are needing jobs.
Yes.
So I must commend TDC and local factions. It makes me as an indigenous individual proud.
Good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Dominic, anything to add, sir?
Yeah, this is an opportunity for, I wanted to say this, but this is an opportunity when Tanya was speaking about succeed. Our motto is together we succeed. And this is an opportunity for persons to succeed in the next level. Succeed, whether you're an entry level, whether you're a middle, it's an opportunity for you to succeed in a particular career choice, for you to grow, for you to be part of a community. At TDC, we are a family.
Right.
You could tell. We are a family. So this is an opportunity for those persons who are looking for gainful employment to take full advantage of it. We know there are persons out there with different skill sets, different training levels. This is an opportunity for you to level up in a sense. So TDC is creating an opportunity for persons to become gainfully employed, not just to make their own contribution to the company, but, you know, to the federation as well. A happy workforce is a healthy workforce.
And I can tell you, every Friday Dominic comes over, he looks quite happy. So I can attest, and I can say the same for the ladies, right?
Yes, you can.
Yes,
Yes, you
indeed.
can. Yes, you can.
All pretty in pink this morning. Only you didn't get the memo. Yeah.
Found among the roses.
So can we remind the listeners of the job fair's time, where it will be located, the attire that they should come in?
It's going to be held on the 6th of November at from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at TDC Training Room. That's on 4th Street, upstairs TDC Mall. And please come dressed appropriately, attired professionally.
All right. Ms. Kelly, anything to add?
Okay, so just if you are wanting a fresh start, you want a new challenge, or you just want to explore your potential, the IMTDC Recruitment Fair is the place to be on Thursday, the 6th November from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And as Tabitha said, the event will be in the training room. So come ready to connect, not to spectate, not just to say you're coming, but come ready to connect, to explore, and to maybe even walk away with, an opportunity for your next job. And really see why our motto, Together We Succeed, is a reality for us. We live that every day at the company. So we want to expand our team, and we want you, the listening audience, to be a part of our team as well.
All right. Dominic?
I'm just saying this is an opportunity afforded to the public by the TDC group of companies, and I'm encouraging those listeners, those of your listeners who are listening online, those who are listening on radio, social media. This is an opportunity for you to become a part of the TDC family. It's a dynamic team. Take advantage of the opportunity to become gainfully employed, learn new skills, level up. See you next week, Thursday, 9 a.m., 4th Street, TDC Training Room, the I Am Job Fair.
Yeah, so you come through the arch, go up the stairs, go straight across, make a left, and you're right there.
Yes.
I gave them the directions.
Yeah. Some of us might be around.
Yes, and we'll have
You'll have folks
banners
there, right?
downstairs.
Okay.
We'll have
Show you the
directional
directions.
signs as you enter the mall straight up to the training room.
You see
So
some familiar
faces, yes, and we'll have persons to guide you along.
All right. Well, it was indeed our pleasure. Always a pleasure having you in studio. Well, ladies, welcome. He's always here. So thank you. And I wish the job fair nothing but success. And folks, if you're looking for a walk, as we say, please go dressed, attired properly. Work is available. So go on out.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
St. Kitts and Nevis, are you ready? It's the 14th annual St. Christopher Children's Home Family Walk and Run. Saturday, November 8th at the beautiful Royal St. Kitts Golf Course. Bring the whole family for an afternoon of fun, fitness, and giving back. Registration opens at 3 p.m. and the walk starts at 4 p.m. sharp. Adults only $60. Kids 6 to 12, $30. Little ones under 6, absolutely free. Every registration comes with an event shirt plus a delicious barbecue lunch from the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. Enjoy our exciting kids zone powered by Lucid SKN, amazing raffle prizes, and complimentary transportation from the Sands Complex and the fire station starting at 2:30 p.m. Get your tickets now at Royal Beach Casino, Four Ways Restaurant, Harper's, and Jad. Saturday, November 8th. We'll see you there.
If you need protection, you need one who you can trust. To secure your investment, you need one who'll do you just. TDC Insurance, you're the one that you can trust. TDC Insurance, you're always safe with us.
TDC Insurance is your go-to insurance company for all your insurance needs. We take pride in offering you the best solutions and ensuring our customers are fully satisfied. TDC Insurance, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
You're always safe with us.
Mom, the Christmas cookies are ready. We leave them right here under the tree for
Santa or for CIBC Caribbean?
'Tis the season for dreams to come true. Whether it's a house, land, vehicle, or upgrading your home, CIBC Caribbean can support your dreams with the financing you need. Enjoy incredible cashback deals with mortgages and land loans. Plus, your approved loan gives you a chance to win up to US $5,000. Apply now at www.cibccaribbean.com/sweeten the season. Terms and conditions apply.
When you need better service, Rams is always here.
win more with the Mega Ball. Pick 3 and pick 4, you could get it all.
Yes, playing Pick 3 and Pick 4 with the Caribbean Lottery just got more rewarding. For just an extra $1, increase your winnings by $1,000 with Pick 3 and $10,000 with Pick 4 when you play the Mega Ball.
You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? Then get on the ball.
Play Pick 3 and Pick 4 with Mega Ball at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 and over to play.
And we're back on Island T. And before we continue, I just wanted to give a loud and proud shout out to Miss Soraya Williams Powell, the reigning Miss T in St. Kitts and Nevis, who achieved an outstanding feat with 14 grade 1s in CXC and 1 grade 2. That means this young lady did 15 whole subjects.
Yeah.
When we were doing 9, now she added an extra 5. So kudos, Miss Powell. And hold on 1 second. So as I said, 14 grade 1s and 1 grade 2 in her 2025 CXC examination. She has shattered a decade-old record at the Virchilds High School and has been honored as the valedictorian for 2025. I got this off of Everton O.B. Powell's page. So congratulations, Miss Powell. Keep doing well. I know it might be CFBC for you next, or if you're going to go overseas, but keep doing well. Keep representing as well. She's going to hand over the crown or the reign to the new Miss T in St. Kitts. I see the schools having their shows and their winners are emerging. So we have the ladies already.
And we have a caller waiting.
Okay, caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Hi, good morning, Hortensia, and good morning, Quint.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm giving thanks for life. Yourself?
I'm doing good, thanks. Cannot complain, or should not complain.
I wish to extend congratulatory greetings and now also to Miss Farrell and on her accomplishment in terms of academics. I suppose that's in that circle you're speaking of. This morning I want to bring, because of the
before you go on there, Hortensia, did you say she's a reigning queen or something?
Yeah, Miss T in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people tend to think that beauty and intelligence don't go hand in hand. So
it's
good
different
to
here in
see.
St. Kitts.
You understand?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Africa.
Beauty and intelligence is the epitome of the African woman.
You know.
you know. So it's not something unusual to our mothers, our daughters, our wives,
most definitely.
It's not. That's their domain.
Yes.
That is why us men, we are so enticed by them.
Yeah,
we will continue to be.
I see Africa is enjoying that part, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. Yeah. You know, I hold my women high
in high
esteem,
most definitely.
pedestal of what it is, because they have been downtrodden so much.
Yeah.
By a system that has deprived them of who they are.
Yeah, I refer to them as black gold, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. So all things good.
Yes.
You know? I just want to put in this little plug because it's a lady, the first lady that sits in the Supreme Court. I think Thurgood Marshall was a Supreme Court Jewish, but the first lady, Jackson, is her title.
Yeah.
You familiar with her, Hortensia?
Yeah, Ketanji Brown Jackson?
Yes, I'm familiar with her.
Yes. She has shifted the paradigm in terms of Trump's lawyers, their narrative, the way they put forth their narrative. When she interjected and she has shifted the paradigm where other Jews got involved with her line of chain of thought by asking if Trump would get immunity, if he would be entitled to immunity, where he, as it is that he's on a manhunt with his political adversaries. If he would get immunity had he were to order the killing of his political adversaries. And that has changed the whole paradigm of the sitting of the Supreme Court, which 9 members, 7 voted in favor of stopping Trump with probably 32 of his executive orders, including immigration, including debarring the lady. Her name is Lisa Cook, from being the Federal Reserve governor, and other things, and we can go on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
My thesis is on leadership, because our leaders would start off good, and someone mentioned earlier how Prime Minister Dr. Denzel Douglas demitted office. At his last moment, he was acting and behaving and saying things like he don't really care. And like in terms of Premier Matt Brantley, how would he approach the people again if he has such a disdain for them now, knowing that we have a 5-year cycle of election, and he will want to go back to get another mandate to ask the people, would you give me that other mandate?
That'll be easy.
So it's pardon me?
That'll be quite easy. Watch and see. You watch and see.
Because some of us has this 3-day syndrome, right?
Yeah.
That we forget that he was so disdained, and now yes. But some politicians have their own loyal circles. Yeah, their loyalty. You know, politicians never do anything wrong. But Quint, I am asking the question. I know that our political leaders at certain level are being bullied to accept certain things.
Yeah.
My question is that, does this vulnerability, does this bullying, redound also to a private investor, or private investors wants to put their case, put their agenda to a leader?
Yeah,
that leader will say, well, okay, whatever the bullying, the subtle bullying is, we will accept it. And then, like in the case of Matt Brantley now, which is not restricted to Matt Brantley, but a lot of politicians, in the case of Matt Brantley now, the way he speaks, and he speaks on behalf of the investors more so than on behalf of the people, because I can assure you, Matt Brantley grew up in Nevis and knew the value of land. He knew the value of land. And Matt Brantley is not trying to take the lands for himself. So how can we resist as leaders just whispering in our ears by foreign leaders and also investors, so that we can be at a stage of compromising to sell the lands? Because Matt Brantley did say that the lands was there idling for hundreds of years. But it's our lands. It is our lands.
And in the town
people
hall,
in the United States was offered 40 acres and a mule. They did not get it.
But Africa, in the town hall meetings, a particular individual reminded him that he was a landowner in that area and that he paid taxes and that he wanted to see infrastructure, that there could be further development.
Nothing was forthcoming in terms of infrastructure.
And Mark Brantley not only tried to trivialize his statement by saying, oh, so you pay a few thousand in taxes, so, you understand the audacity of that, right? And then
he also trivialized. He also tried to trivialize when the other gentleman was talking about the animals. The other gentleman made the point that animals was always on these lands.
Yeah.
So how could you say that the land was there idling, as if they don't have work? They did not have work now, but all of a sudden they have work now.
Yeah. But to me,
I say all of this because of my African, Afrocentric ideologies. I am being approached in the community, in the town, as I go around and say, you see, black people always selling out black people. But the point I made, and I said, not all our leaders sold us out. I would admit that some battering went on, but what about those that was beheaded? You don't behead a person because he did a good thing. You actually behead a person because the person resisted what your intention were, and you behead them. So a lot of our leaders' heads are in jars in Europe on display because we resisted selling out. But as some persons whisper in others' ear, and I went on to say, when Team Unity was there, unity is strength. When Team Unity was a part of the governance system here with the coalition of parties, including CCM, I can assure you that Timothy Harris would have whispered into Mark Bradley's ears, just like how the foreign investors are whispering into his ears, and to tell him, no, you cannot do that to your people on the island of Nevis, because I would not do it to my people here on St. Kitts. So therefore, there are some vulnerabilities in our leadership, and that is why we have to pray for our leaders. That is why we have to lift up our leaders, and that is why we have to critique our leaders. And when we do critique our leaders, they need not to take our criticism as something disdain and we don't mean well.
Personal.
It means that we who critique you have eyes to see where you cannot see.
Exactly.
And ears to hear what you cannot hear.
Yeah.
Because unity is strength. You is not a one man like President Trump and feel like you have the wherewithal. Now that the Supreme Court said unanimously, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. Trump has forgotten that his people came from Europe.
Well, I must
now
commend
he wants to even
Africa,
deport the Native Americans from their lands.
Africa, I must commend the Supreme Court because we were a bit frustrated. It seemed as if though they were going to rubber stamp so many things, but because of the narrative that has been coming from this particular individual, because a lot of the time in the past they have voted against what she perceived, and she would publish it and make her statement. So it's good to see that they are realizing that if you give a person an inch, they can take a yard, and a yard can become a mile.
Yes, because they have 9 circuits, maybe you have other circuits, 10 circuits, the 8 circuit, the 7 circuit, and those circuits would take a certain stand, right, on certain matter, and so be it. But when it comes to the Supreme Court, those decisions are final. But in this case, some lower court will make a decision, and then it will go all the way up to the High Court. And President Trump was so reliant on it going up to the highest court. Do you know that 3 of his appointees sided against him?
That's what I just said. That's what I was saying. Yeah. Because we were kind of, that was our concern, we were wondering, are they just going to rubber stamp everything? So this is good for us. This is refreshing for us to see this. There's hope when we see this kind of a thing happening.
And that is where I say Ma'at, the principle of Ma'at, truth, justice, righteousness, balance, reciprocity, and all of these things are in play. Because that lady, that Jackson lady, she opened it up. She opened up a conversation that would be have for generations to come in asking such a question that would you be as a person who would seek immunity after you have really ordered death to your political opponents? And that is what opened up the conversation, and that is where the template was set for other jurists to weigh in on these questions after that question has broken the backs of Trump's lawyers.
Yeah.
So I wanted to tie that in with our space within our own local community here, and where we're seeing our lands would be battered off. Nevis and Anguilla had lands. The nationals, the locals had lands. Our lands, because we were the seat of administration here in St. Kitts, and the industry was still prevalent. It closed its doors in 2005. So therefore, we kept the industry afloat still, while Nevis and Anguilla, they diversified. Their citizens ended up with swaths of lands. But these lands are not to be sell out to foreign investors, especially SSZ, and you could add another S to that, according to Mr.
McMahon.
Mr. McMahon this morning.
Yeah.
What would that S mean? I don't know.
Secrecy.
But you know, this special zone, and so forth. You know, it's like it would intrude on our way of life. It would erode as much as we are eroded as we speak. We are eroded, and it seems like my responsibility is more humongous, is more huger than me having to reverse all of this erosion by me coming to your radio studio and playing my part, giving back in my own way, in my own expertise. And I hope the young lady down at Virtual would give back within her expertise and all of her accomplishments in terms of academia. I think I've said enough, Quinn.
Okay, yeah.
But we're going to continue to keep our leaders' feet to the fire. These lands would not get away, as though some of the owners don't really see it like that as yet, because they always show money at us and thinking that money is the ultimate thing and your assets is not a worth in terms of your land. People hold on to your lands and wait it for your children and grandchildren.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for your input. We're going to take a bit of a commercial break and we'll be right back.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
You can win more with the Mega Ball. Pick 3 and pick 4, you could get it all.
Yes, playing Pick 3 and Pick 4 with the Caribbean Lottery just got more rewarding. For just an extra $1, increase your winnings by $1,000 with Pick 3 and $10,000 with Pick 4 when you play the Mega Ball.
You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? You ready to win a little extra? Then get on the ball.
Play Pick 3 and Pick 4 with Mega Ball at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 and over to play.
St. Kitts and Nevis, are you ready? It's the 14th annual St. Christopher Children's Home Family Walk and Run. Saturday, November 8th at the beautiful Royal St. Kitts Golf Course. Bring the whole family for an afternoon of fun, fitness, and giving back. Registration opens at 3 p.m. and the walk starts at 4 p.m. sharp. Adults only $60. Kids 6 to 12, $30. Little ones under 6, absolutely free. Every registration comes with an event shirt plus a delicious barbecue lunch from the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. Enjoy our exciting kids zone powered by Lucid SKN, amazing raffle prizes, and complimentary transportation from the Sands Complex and the fire station starting at 2:30 p.m. Get your tickets now at Royal Beach Casino, Four Ways Restaurant, Harper's, and Jad. Saturday, November 8th. We'll see you there.
Mom, the Christmas cookies are ready. We leave them right here under the tree for...
For Santa or for CIBC Caribbean?
'Tis the season for dreams to come true. Whether it's a house, land, vehicle, or upgrading your home, CIBC Caribbean can support your dreams with the financing you need. Enjoy incredible cashback deals with mortgages and land loans. Plus, your approved loan gives you a chance to win up to US $5,000. Apply now at www.cibccaribbean.com/sweeten the season. Terms and conditions apply.
And we're back on Island T, and I know this Friday wasn't as laid back as last Friday, but I had an article here I saw last night. It's from Business Insider Africa, where it reads, Ethiopia cuts foreign debt by 80%, declares growth without loans. We have a caller?
Yeah.
Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Good morning, Hortensia. Good morning, Quint. Thank you for taking my call.
Good morning. How
You're
are you?
welcome.
I'm well. How about you guys?
Good, thanks.
We're cool.
We here in Nevis have always been proud of the fact that we are landowners. Nevisians all across Nevis, no matter what financial status they're at, have owned their own lands. And parents, grandparents have put their children in a position of inheritance. I am one of those people. And it hurts me. It really, really hurts me to see how the Nevis Island government has disrespected the people of Nevis. And I understand well why they didn't want this information to come out. Had the persons like Kelvin Daly and Carlisle Powell and persons like that not gone into action and dug up certain information, we would never know what we know now. I thank them for that. But it should never have to have come to that, because the government didn't own these lands. So how could they then be sitting in negotiation about these said lands they don't own? And they said this themselves. They don't own any lands over there. Okay?
Yeah.
It's all been a big secret. And the distrust and disrespect has gone far and wide. It's a terrible situation we find ourselves in. But Nevisians have woken up. There are a lot more that needs to wake up, but a lot of Nevisians have now woken up to this situation. I heard the Premier make a statement on his show the other night to the, in effect, he was saying that this is not something normal. No other government has ever had consultations like this before a project came. And that's not true. That is absolutely not true. I don't know if the Premier might have forgotten when the Nevis Reformation Party was proposing, investors were proposing to come here with an oil storage facility. They had a consultation long before we ever even knew that this was going to happen. And I was in that building that night, and unless my memory and my eyesight wasn't working, the Premier was there too. So this is not a first time the government has done this.
But caller, it cannot be a first time in any aspect from Mark's perspective, because remember, this is in hindsight now. What is being done is after the fact.
Exactly. It is absolutely, when I look and I see what's going on, and even through all the efforts, people are showing up to full town hall centers for these meetings, and they're walking away with more frustration than they entered.
Yeah.
Because the answers are not, the questions are not being answered.
Yeah. And
they're being treated with disregard. Like, it's almost like, how dare you ask that question? Don't you understand?
Yeah.
You know, there's an attitude behind the answer. We watched a town hall meeting where we looked at almost an hour of the time go away in the Nevis Island government presenting to us who the players were for Destiny.
Yeah.
Are the Nevis Island government now working for Destiny?
I was wondering that. That was
Okay.
foremost in my mind.
I mean, that's what I'm getting. They are pushing more of Destiny stuff than what needs to be done and standing up for the people of Nevis.
And what was interesting to me was Mark's statement, where he was kind of emphatic and boldly saying, it is impossible. It would be impossible for me to build roads and do that infrastructure because it would take around 40 million. And I'm thinking to myself, but those are the things people elected you to do, to develop the land, to put in infrastructure so that development can follow. Isn't that what Kennedy Simmons did when he built a road, what they said, to nowhere? So why is Mark saying it is impossible for him to do what he was elected to do?
But Quint, when you are sitting for years collecting people's money for taxes, it is incumbent on whichever government to ensure that the infrastructure is put in place.
That is
we have heard of barren land.
Yes.
We have heard of nothing's been going on over there for all this now. Nothing has been going on because the owners of the land, and I know this for a fact, we have asked for, my dad before he passed away asked, why is the road not fixed? It's impassable over there now. It used to be passable. We've got lands we have to sell. And we were told, oh, it's going to cost too much money. Well, that's why we're paying our taxes, so those roads can be kept passable.
Yeah.
So that the water, why hasn't water and electricity never gone over there when you have water and electricity as close as maybe just a couple hundred yards away from you at Long Point and the homes that are just around there?
Yeah.
So this whole thing, I mean, to me, it's like Nevisions have just been pushed aside, disrespectful, and it's respected, and it's frightening because who else is going to come? Don't tell me you got other investors to come, because have you already signed the deal with them as well? And this is just the start of a whole heap of other people coming, trying to take.
Yeah.
Nevisions don't have to sell their lands. Nevisions perhaps may be one of the few in the Caribbean where Nevisions own land on the beach.
Imagine that.
Caller,
That's good.
what do you think about one of the statements that was made that it'll bring jobs and they'll have persons that would have gone away that'll be coming back that need work, and this is a part of creating a viable economic future for those returning and for the island?
Well, it would seem the only jobs that they think that Nevisions are supposed to get are to be cleaners, waiters, ground cutters, those type of things.
Yeah.
Listen, we've had call centers here employing as much as over 200 people, and they just dwindled away. I think there's one here now with just a few people. Why have not we gotten into or attracted developers who want to do more with our people than just clean our yards and clean our homes and wash our dishes and do our laundry? So this jobs thing, tell us about some real jobs. Nevisions have gone away and gone to school and all of that. Want to come back to something that they can feel good about.
Yeah.
That they put in their time and their effort to make a worthy living for themselves and their families.
Yeah.
I mean, what has amazed me is this Destiny Group is advertising on every radio station everywhere about jobs. What kind of jobs? What jobs are you talking about? Because we keep hearing the Premier saying that no contract has been signed. So what exactly are they advertising for?
Should we be concerned that whether the people say yay or nay that the contract is going to go forward without us?
Quite frankly, I am very concerned about that. I'm extremely concerned about that. And it's going to be hell to tell when that happens. Because it ain't going to happen. Division, for the first time, are going to wake up, are going to step out, and they're going to do what they have to do to claim. Because once you see you let one thing slide down, you're going to have to deal with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more things behind that.
Yeah.
When will it stop? Where will it stop?
And you know the old saying, a stitch in time saves nine. So, yeah.
And what do you, one more question, caller. What do you think of, a caller said I was being cynical this morning, but what do you think about the Big Blue Machine getting back in power after all of this?
What is the Big Blue Machine?
CCM.
I was just going to say, if we haven't figured out yet that the Big Blue Machine can't do one bloody thing, because even if they were to get in power after this, what have they really done for Nevis? What have they really done for Nevis? And why has our hospital, after 8 years, not been fixed? Why have all these things not been fixed? Why were we told that the road over there couldn't be fixed because they didn't have the money after collecting people's taxes for all these years? So what is it that they can do? Nevisions need to ask themselves that question. What exactly it is that they can do? Because right now, the only thing I can see that they can do, and I'm not sure they're doing such a good job of it, is to advertise for somebody else's company.
Yeah.
This is a really, really sad time for Nevisions. A really, really rough time for Nevisions, and we have to fight for what we want. Nevisions have to fight to hold on to what they have. Our parents and grandparents worked hard. And you know what? They didn't go away to school and come back with no big degrees and all that to buy that land over there. They worked hard. They had their animals. They had their agricultural stuff. They did all kinds of things on the side to make their little money, to make sure that they left their legacy for their children. We can't walk away from that. We can't give up that. We cannot. Divisions, please, wake up. Wake up.
Yeah. Okay, caller.
Have a good day.
Same
Thank
to
you for your contributions.
We're 5 minutes over time. Time to bid you all adieu. Coming up next will be a rebroadcasting of Creative Voices.
All right.
Yeah. So
All
you're
right. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday.
Okay. Do take care.
Found the sound 98.9 FM.
The following is a previously aired broadcast.